I thought we did a pretty good job making fun of them and like as politely as possible.
That's basically what we did. Let's sit down and make
like,
fun of them.
Really, do these people actually believe this, or are they just voting with their party? I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah. You could draw the line and just guess, and you would guess right every time.
So, did you guys actually watch election returns? Were you up watching the news, or did you just go to bed?
Did. I did.
I know Strauns didn't, because he just found out who won our Arizona governor election. Literally, while Adam was in the other room,
Interstellar
comforting his banshee child.
Interstellar came out this week. It was a big week. I had to prepare.
Okay. Well, just so that you know, Douchey won.
Yep.
Doug Douchey won the Arizona governor, but that's not what I was going to tell you.
And that's not how you say it.
Adam, no, you pronounce it Ducey, but Doug Douchey won. Anyway, Adam, did you notice in all of the concession speeches there was a common theme? Everybody who lost had this common factor, including Fred Duvall, who was the Democratic candidate for governor here in Arizona.
I didn't watch his concession speech. I didn't watch most of them.
Everybody, and I mean literally everybody, and then the news talked about it afterward, they all said dark money. Dark money. So much dark money was poured into this race. I just don't know how we could.
Does that mean like
fight
the newer dollars?
The dark money.
The newer dollars have like dark ink on them.
I don't think that's what they're talking about. That? And actually, Fred Duvall went so far as to say, well, I would congratulate all the people that won, but most of them aren't here because most of them are unnamed, out of state, or I can't remember what the third one was, but it's the definition of dark money, unnamed, out of state, and then this third category that's dark money. Right? So they're making this like Darth Vader character of
dark money.
Of dark money. So I want to bring this up. You guys have an issue with this dark money? Unnamed contributors, out of state contributors. You have an issue with this?
No. Why should you have to tell somebody what you invest in politically? Like why do you have to be like wear it paraded around? I sent money to this candidate. Like if you want to, if you believe in that candidate, you should have the right to have privacy in that issue.
Right. Strauns?
So you got to explain this term to me, dark money, a little bit more.
Okay, so just any money that they don't say where the money came from. So I got money for my political campaign. There's certain rules that go with it, as in
right.
And they're just basically saying, yeah, it follows all those rules, but I'm not telling you where it came from. Dark money.
I mean, I like the idea of being able to contribute to a candidate anonymously. I like that idea.
Yeah.
But if that's like a cartel donating, or like a mafia group, or like drug dealers, like I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, but here's my thing. It doesn't matter how much dark money there was. Democrats spent way more in general nationally than the Republicans did. So who cares? Well, our dark money was still hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars less than what they had.
I started thinking about this dark money concept, right? I'm like, okay, a lot of this comes from corporations. And that's what they were saying is these big corporations throwing their weight behind the Republicans. I'm like, oh, really? Big companies know that Republicans tend to grow the economy a little better than Democrats? Oh, surprise, surprise. But anyway, the first thing I thought was, what if say Walmart wants to contribute to somebody? Okay. Would you, or do you think that the public in general would still go and support Walmart if they're like banners hanging from Walmart saying, we only give money to Democrats? Do you think that would work out well for Walmart?
No, not particularly.
No, of course freaking it wouldn't. That's stupid. So it's like, okay, well, yeah, obviously corporations need to be able to just say, look, we serve the general public. Yes, we have political interests, but we just serve the general public, and we're going to keep our political donations anonymous. Yeah. That seems fair in that case, right? Okay, now the out of state. Right? Out of state's supposed to be this big deal. Why is out of state throwing money at our issues, right? Well, I've spent a lot of years in pest control, so I know pest control pretty well. And I worked for a company. I'm pretty sure they would be considered a foreign corporation. Okay, so foreign, in other words, out of our state, not out of our country, but out of our state, right? But they have an office here in Arizona. and say that there's the governor, and he's a big green guy. He wants to outlaw 5 pesticides that he thinks are just destroying the environment. Well, wouldn't that pest control company that's, based in Wyoming or Utah or California or wherever have a big interest in the Arizona governor's election? And wouldn't it make sense that they would want to contribute some money to the candidate that's not going to make things really difficult on their company?
No, it totally makes sense. I think when you break it down to the simplest of terms, like Strauss was saying, you should have the right to anonymously give your money to any candidate or political campaign you want to, whether it's a proposition or not. I mean, what if you own a large business but you have private concerns on a political basis and you don't want it to conflict with your customers or your family or whatever, and so you're just like, I give to this anonymously and I don't get heavily involved, but I donate to it. I mean, you should have that right. Or what if you're some big politician's son and you're just like, look, I don't want to like mess with my mom or dad's career, but I'm gonna give to this campaign because my ideologies are a little different. I'm not politically involved vocally, but I am financially. And you just decide to do it that way. What's wrong with that? There's just nothing wrong with that. So I say the darker the money, the better.
So you just want straight up Darth Vader money. You just want it super dark.
Instead of money, we should just like do that little Darth Vader chokehold on people during debates. When they're saying something that you don't like, you just kind of, and they're like, and you're like, okay, your time's up. Next.
I like it.